It is possible to enter data in R, but it's actually much easier to make a data set in an external program like Excel or some text editor. So that's what I want to show you how to do right now. So here's a text editor. What we're going to do is we're going to make a data set consisting of a few observations of 3 different things. So let's say we make variable 1, and I'm going to hit tab, variable 2, tab, variable 3. Okay, go to the next line, let's enter some observations. These just, oops. Now notice how in my text editor they don't line up. But there's one tab between them. And when R reads it, or R commander reads it, all it cares about, it doesn't care if they line up nicely, it just cares about the spacing. So just make sure you have one tab between them. Other options are to put 1 comma between them, like this. I prefer tabs. You will see how you can deal with the different things. So let's make some more random data. Oops. Oops. Okay, this is now our data set. We will save that as just data set.txt. Okay, now we'll go into R commander, and you go to data, import data from text file. Make a name for the data set. This is just what R commander in R is going to refer to it as. So we'll call it new data. Remember how I put these header names? These are the variable names. They're in the file. Now the thing is that in your file you only want the data and the header names. You don't want anything else. Okay, any other things are going to screw up the program in trying to read it. So the variable names in the file. If there's any missing data, you can use NA. So for instance, if I didn't have, this particular measurement, I might put NA there. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, what separates the fields? Now we use tabs. It's not in the clipboard, it's not in a URL, it's in the local file system. Alright, so we go, okay, it brings up a dialog and we have to find it. So I put it to the desktop, and there it is, test data set. These are the commands that R commander tells R to do to read it, and now we can view it, and there was our data. And so now we can do things with it. We could do, say, line graphs. Let's say we'll plot variable 1 as the x, as the explanatory variable. Let's have 2 response variables. Okay. So the x values are not in order, so this plot is going to be a little messy, but there we go. There's our plot. Okay, so that is how you enter data into R by basically generating in an external file. If you use Excel, you're going to want to save your data in a comma delimited file or something like that. Windows actually, the Windows version of R commander, I think has a plugin, has some easier way to get Excel data in than the Mac version. If you always save it as a tab delimited text file, you'll be able to get your data in.